Yeah, my name is Dr. Iwowa Ribirian James. I'm a certified energy health practitioner, the first in Africa, and I'm also a consultant energy therapist. I provide energy therapy as a service. Energy therapy is made up of two big fields of knowledge. There's a relationship between physical and mental health. But before I go further into that, let me first conclude the explanation about energy therapy, which is a combination healing process that puts energy psychology and energy medicine together. But energy psychology, energy medicine are two different fields of knowledge that I studied in the United States of America and some aspects in the UK. So the process is for restoring energetic balance and harmony in an individual. Energy therapy is a drugless health improvement method which is used to achieve the energetic balance and harmony in an individual. When there is a distortion in the energy field of an individual, in which case there is a promoted imbalance and disharmony resulting from several other factors which I will explain, then the individual becomes out of sync with himself. And that is the foundation for ill health. Energy therapy is a healing process that in Nigeria, I focus more on trauma resolution. To answer the question, trauma is anything that happens to you suddenly, or it's your reaction to an event that has happened to you suddenly, and for which you do not have control over when it happened. When this situation arises, you are devastated, you feel hurt in some cases, you feel overwhelmed, and you feel out of control. If you lose somebody, that will cause you emotional trauma. If you lose your job, that will cause you emotional trauma. If you are imprisoned, that will cause you emotional trauma. If somebody lies against you and you know it is something that you didn't do, that false allegation or false accusation, it will cause you trauma. Anything that happens to you unexpectedly and you are not in control of it, that affects your inner being, your internal reaction to it is not wholesome, it's not good, that is trauma experience. But again, I help people to understand this a lot more by saying that your trauma experience sometimes is your emotional response to the gap, or within that gap between your expectation and your reality. Expectation is that this thing will not happen. No, I will not be betrayed by my friend. I have trust in this person. I'm in love with this person. This person will return my love. I need this money and it will come. The reality is that some of these things are not happening. And of course, depending on the gap between your reality and your expectation, you will react within that space. And how you react depends on a lot of factors. Most times, that will create stress inside you, and that will create trauma. That your emotional response will traumatize you. When people talk about mental health, and that is also one of the reasons why people don't want to access mental health services. When people talk about mental health, they are looking at the end side of it, that's the psychosis, which people call in quote madness and mental disorientation. But there are also other aspects that are grouped along with mental health, which is these emotional challenges, emotional traumas. When these things happen, when bad situations happen, people need to take immediate action to deal with their emotional health so that it doesn't, over time, grow into psychosis that would now require psychiatric treatment. Moral injury is the kind of negative feelings that you carry when you have done something against your moral conscience. You have, for example, killed somebody in the line of duty, and it is disturbing you. When you have come back, you're at home, and you need to disconnect yourself from that kind of negative feeling. Otherwise, it will propel certain actions in you that you will be transferring aggression to other people that are around you. Your wife, for example, or husband, or children, the way you'll be talking to them, they will not understand that there's something fundamentally wrong that is eating you up. So if you have that kind of situation, you need to seek help. And energy therapy provides that kind of help. Energy therapy resolves these issues without drugs. And that is the beauty of the process.